Chaos brews in southern Yemen as tensions flare between Saudi-led coalition forces and UAE-backed separatists. The Saudi-led coalition warned Saturday that it will respond immediately to any military movements by UAE-backed separatists that threaten de-escalation efforts in southern Yemen. Spokesperson for the coalition, Brigadier General Turki al-Maliki, said movements that violate these efforts will be dealt with directly. This warning comes a day after separatist forces claimed Saudi airstrikes targeted their positions, a claim the kingdom has not formally acknowledged. Relations between Saudi Arabia and the UAE have been strained amid STC actions in the south. Yemen has been engulfed in civil war for over a decade. Iran-backed Houthi forces control much of the north, while the internationally recognized government in the south is supported by the Saudi-UAE coalition. Yet the UAE also backs southern separatists who seek to re-establish an independent South Yemen. Earlier this month, the STC advanced into Yemen's Hadramout and Mahra governorates, seizing an oil-rich region and displacing forces loyal to the Saudi-backed National Shield Forces. The coalition now demands the withdrawal of STC forces from the two governorates, the return of local authorities, and the handover of military camps. Rashad al-Alimi, head of Yemen's Presidential Leadership Council, called the separatist movement's serious violations against civilians after an emergency meeting Friday. The coalition's Saturday announcement came at al-Alimi's request, emphasizing the need to protect civilians and maintain stability in Hadramout. As Yemen's complex conflict deepens, the fragile peace in the south hangs by a thread, and the eyes of the world are watching closely.
God, these air raids will not intimidate the people of the South, a people whose clear message and ultimate goal in this arena is either to restore the state or to die. We truly have no other choice but these two options.
This is about our homeland, and we stand here prepared to die. Even if they hit us with their missiles, they hit us with their tanks, they hit us with absolutely anything. We demand to reclaim our southern state, which has been stolen and plundered.
At the same time, today, today's Saudi strike is considered a serious indicator between the two nations, specifically between the southern state and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, which had been considered the primary supporter in confronting the tide. The Iranian tide against which the sons of the South stood with the coalition led by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with their blood, their martyrs, and all their young people. But today, this strike is considered a direct threat to this nation.
So the powerful airstrikes carried out today on Hadramout will not terrify us, and they will never succeed in terrifying this brave people. This people has already made immense sacrifices, offering countless martyrs, and these martyrs are for the liberation of the South. The South's secession indeed is a vital support for the security of the entire Arabian Peninsula.
Southern Yemen is slipping deeper into confrontation. Defying Saudi Arabia's call to pull back, southern Yemeni separatists are digging in, vowing to hold territory seized earlier this month in the eastern provinces of Hadramout and Mahra. At the center of the standoff is the Southern Transitional Council, or STC, Yemen's most powerful separatist force, now openly rejecting Riyadh's appeal to de-escalate. Saudi Arabia says it still hopes the group will withdraw. The STC says that will not happen. In a blunt statement, the separatists declared they will continue what they call security operations, claiming their advance is aimed at cutting supply lines to Iran-aligned Houthi militants who control Yemen's north. But the battlefield tells a more dangerous story. In Hadramout, clashes erupted after armed groups ambushed STC forces in the eastern district of Gail bin Yamin. 2 fighters from the STC's elite Hadrami forces were killed. The group says it regained control. Then
came the airstrikes. According to Reuters STC sources, Saudi warplanes struck separatist positions early Friday, marking a sharp escalation between former allies. Riyadh has not confirmed the strikes, but the message from the STC was unmistakable. The group called the attacks surprising, warning they would not deter southern Yemen's push to reclaim what it calls its full rights, including self-rule. Saudi Arabia says a joint Saudi-Emirati military delegation has been working in Aden since December 12th, trying to push STC forces back to their previous positions. Those efforts, Riyadh insists, are still ongoing. The STC says it is open to coordination, but only on its terms. Any deal, it says, must guarantee the security, unity, and integrity of the South and reflect the will of southern Yemen's people.
We are here today in Al-Alimi Square. For the 19th consecutive day, we came in support of the Southern Transitional Council's decisions, represented by its leader, Hadramout al-Zubaydi, to declare Southern Arabia, protect Arabism, fight terrorism with sovereignty, towards a free, proud, fully independent South. We are here today in Al-Alimi Square. For the 19th consecutive day, we came to support the Southern Transitional Council's decisions, led by Hadramout al-Zubaydi, to declare the state of South Arabia, protecting Arab identity and fighting terror, towards a free, proud, independent, fully sovereign South.
I mean, millions from the coastal areas, no one talks about us, no one stands up for us, and there's international neglect for these lands. But I will cling to this cause until we die in this place, until justice comes from the Lord of all worlds.
Indeed, we are the rightful owners of this land, and we hold the true legitimacy. We have liberated our land and expanded our reach, and now all the territory is firmly in our hands. We are the sole decision makers. We neither request permission from anyone, nor do we acquire legitimacy from any source. Our legitimacy stems from our leadership and our army in the declaration of the state of South Arabia.
We have come here to the parade ground in Aden to congratulate our friends on the declaration of our state and to express our sincere thanks to the leadership of Commander Hadramout al-Zubaydi Abu Qasim for the successful liberation of the valley. And God willing, we firmly declare that the South is indeed coming, and now the valley is completely secure and safe. We extend our deepest gratitude to all security forces, each and every one, in their own capacity and by their name.
As tensions rise, the United Arab Emirates has stepped in diplomatically. The UAE, a key backer of the STC, has publicly welcomed Saudi Arabia's efforts, saying it remains committed to stability and development in Yemen. Yet the fractures are impossible to ignore. Once part of the Saudi-led coalition fighting the Houthis, the STC has since turned against the internationally recognized government, pushing it out of Aden and pressing its long-held demand for an independent southern state. Yemen, already torn apart by more than a decade of war, now faces a new fault line. With separatists defiant, Saudi Arabia under pressure, and airstrikes back in play, the question is no longer just about fighting the Houthis. It's about whether Yemen itself can remain whole.